Hi, everyone. We are joined by Frank Martin, who is getting ready for his big showdown against Gervonta Davis, June 15 in Las Vegas, MGM Grand, Prime Video pay-per-view. Frank, this is another amazing opportunity for you as you look to further catapult yourself into another stratosphere. And it doesn't get any bigger than Gervonta Davis at 135 pounds. When you first heard of this opportunity that was presented to you, did you even think twice? Was this a no-brainer for you?
Yeah, it was right up my alley. I question. People always say you are as people gonna judge you off your last performance. So I know that got a lot to do with the acceptance of the fight. But I'm just glad they took it.
Of course, that last fight you're talking about, Artem Harutyunyan, you know, not a lot of people know about the Armenian fighter, but you rallied late to really pull out the win, uh, swept the championship rounds, knocked him down in the 12th. What did you learn from yourself in that fight that you just want to make sure that that side never comes about moving forward?
Man, it was just a lot that was going on within that camp, within myself, my body, everything. So I just had to overcome some adversity. Like when your body ain't working with you how you wanted to. I just had to bite down, push. I had to dig. I had to dig. I had to get hit with certain shots. Um, I just had to know like when it's crunch time, I could bite down and go get it if I got to do it.
Obviously, odds makers have are judging you off of that last performance. They have you around a plus 500 underdog.
Hmm.
Gervonta Davis minus 800 betting favorite. Are you embracing this underdog role, this underdog mentality going into this fight?
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely, it's a good thing for me and my people. The ones who bet with me, it's a good thing. They gonna be able to hit real good. So a lot of people gonna be proud of me. So yeah, like far as me being an underdog, I'm cool with it. It's more motivation than me being, the guy who supposed to take it all. It's more motivation for me. I
You
like I
talking
like the I like that people sleeping on me. And they calling me a cherry pick. I like that. I love it.
you talking about your people hitting good if they bet with you. Gervonta
Mm.
Davis, he hits pretty good too. How do you prepare for power?
You gotta just embrace it. I just seen something that a little clip that Andre Ward had posted or whatever. He was like that he fought a guy. He knew the guy could punch and this and that. So he was just like, really, this is one of them things like how a guy is cracking. You just gotta embrace it. You just gotta embrace that that's what it is. Yeah, you don't want to just go in there and go slug for slug, blow for blow, but you just gotta embrace that some shots gonna land. You just gotta be able to take them, bite down, and you give them back.
Who would you consider the hardest puncher you've faced in your career so far?
Um, hmm, to be honest, I ain't really like. To be honest, ain't nobody that I'm just like, dang, they hitting. Like, I wouldn't say like, I wouldn't say a lot of the guys is really that I fought is just like, uh, was like cracking, because I ain't never really got hit too clean by them.
Mhm. With the 135-pound weight class, do you consider Tank the best fighter at 135 pounds? Or is it
Yeah,
Shakur Lomo?
he one of them for sure.
Uh,
He one of the guys. He's definitely a top guy. But Shakur, Devin, all those guys. He's in the top.
what do you think makes Gervonta a beatable fighter?
Man, everybody is a beatable fighter. He just he make mistakes. He make mistakes. Hold on one second. Hold up. He make mistakes. He made mistakes that he able to get away with other fighters. Uh, he his last five fights, last four fights. He be down on the scorecards and then he'll just land a big shot and get a guy up out of there. But everybody is beatable. Ain't everybody beatable? and everybody will see June 15th that, he beatable.
I mean, it sounds like the blueprint is there for you, right? Gervonta starts off slow. You started slow in your last fight. So now you got to turn the tables, make sure you start off fast. And so you're cruising towards the end of the fight, not necessarily looking for heroics. Do you want to make sure you get off on a fast start for this fight?
It's I'm gonna fill it out when I get in the ring, and then too, we don't know. Yeah, we know Gervonta come out and he starts slow. He might not come out and start slow against me. He might start fast. So, it's just getting in there and filling it out once that bell ring, and then kind of going from there.
What do you take from his last fight against Ryan Garcia? Obviously, you guys spent some time together under Derek James's gym over the last few months. Did you get a chance to talk with Ryan? And what do you just make overall of Tank's performance in that fight?
I mean, I feel like Ryan was that rehydration clause kind of took a lot out of Ryan. He wasn't able to. He just wasn't able to do his thing like he probably would have been able to, not being on the rehydration clause. But I think that Tank put on a good performance in that fight. He baited Ryan in. Ryan kept throwing the same repetitive combinations, and we know like Tank known for catching guys and knocking them out when they, if they doing the same thing.
You mentioned the rehydration clause. There was some back and forth about you and Tank being in a rehydration clause as well too. Can you just clear the air as far as what all that was? Because there was a lot of talk about that as well.
Yeah, no, it's no rehydration clause. It was just talk.
Is that something that was suggested on Tank's part that you didn't want?
I'm not 100%. I know, and when we agreed to everything, that wasn't in there. A rehydration clause wasn't in there. That came about after the fact. The press conferences and all that stuff. But nah, start to answer that. It wasn't a rehydration clause from the start.
What do you make of yourself moving forward? If this is a career defining fight for you, what kind of doors do you think this opens for yourself in your career moving forward?
I feel like everything. I feel like this opened up a lot of doors. Doors that I never thought would be open. I feel like this will open the doors up. So, I'm just ready to go out here and get them doors to open.
You're obviously working with PBC, Errol Spence as your promoter as well too. But the 135-pound weight class, all of the big stars, they're kind of all over the place. How do you get yourself the fights against Shakur and Loma, Zapata, maybe even the other title holder Barenchik, to make sure that you get a title shot after this?
Honestly, right now, this is a title shot. So I'm focused on Tank. I ain't really focused on none of them other guys right now. I ain't them. I ain't putting the cart in front of myself. I'm focused on him. I'm ready to get him out the way, and then after that, figure out who's next. I have the WBA title, so I'm sure it wouldn't be hard to unify or something like that with having the title.
And what is the promise you want to make to the fans for June 15? What kind of a performance can they expect from you?
Y'all could the fans can definitely expect a mind blowing performance. A shock. I feel that I'm gonna put on a performance that's gonna shock the world, and just make sure y'all tune in June 15th. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna see fireworks. Y'all know Tank a explosive fighter. I got my explosiveness as well. So a knockout 9 times out of 10 is gonna come this fight.
Do you feel confident that you could come away with a knockout in this one?
Absolutely.
One last one for me. What is Derek James preparing you in this camp that gives you the confidence that you could knock out Tank?
Well, we don't train. We don't train for knockouts. We don't train for knockouts. That's not how we train. But they'll come. from the way that we train.